Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahwashai, Bahasham, Rachak, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahwashai. And salutations to all your sincere Akimat that are pushing this gospel in righteousness and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. All right, so I'm going to go into, just a little bit. I have two articles here. I'm just going to go into the times that we're in right now, because right now we are in a time, we are in times of serious prayer and vigilance. Okay, these are the times where serious prayer and vigilance is needed. All right, and what I'm going to go into now is vigilance, because that's what the title of this lesson is going to be about. Because right now he is pushing high level witchcraft on the earth right now. He's pushing a high, a ridiculously high level of witchcraft on the earth right now, especially in this, winter season, or this is Christmas, New Year, end of the year season. This is the season where the highest level of witchcraft is being pushed upon the earth, and if you're not prayerful and vigilant in this time, and you could get swept up by you could get swept up by it. Right, so we're just going to go into this article first and foremost. So United Airlines passenger dies following medical emergency on flight. And this is basically going into, so what it's basically going to into a man on this airline basically dying of the infection, the C-19 infection. Because and I was going to the story instead of talking about it, and it reads: a United Airlines passenger on a flight from Orlando to Los Angeles was pronounced dead after the aircraft made an emergency landing in New Orleans on Monday. The passenger, who was not identified, Salakia, had suffered a medical emergency aboard the plane, United Airlines confirmed. Fellow passengers on Twitter have since made claims that the man's wife suggested he had been infected with the C-19 and was suffering some of the virus's symptoms. Although United Airlines has yet to receive any information on the cause of the medical emergency. That is basically it. The flight was going from New Orleans to, I believe it was New Orleans to Florida, to Orlando, Florida, or Florida, Orlando. I believe that's the destination. All right, so that's the first article. Let me just jump to the second one. And I'm not trying to make this video too long. Just bringing out a little bit of information, because this is the things that these are the things that you see getting involved in. He's pushing that narrative on the earth right now because he has brought out this vaccine, and he's trying to force. He's trying to basically scare the whole planet into taking this vaccine. When people already know what, or people are waking up to his wickedness, are waking up to your devilry. Alright, so this is the next article. Top German infection expert pours scorn on Boris Johnson's mutant strain claims, saying politicians simply called it 70% more infectious. Alright, so now you see a good example of so I have to get that process, and I've forgotten where it actually is in the scriptures. But basically, their own tongues will fall upon them. Let me go to that. Alright, Psalm 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon them. All that see them shall flee away. This is an example of what you are seeing here. What you have. Alright, so this Edomite basically telling you what's actually going on. And let me just read this article a little bit. So okay, it's taking a little long to load. Alright. Christian Drosten said he was not so worried about the mutant strain in the UK. He suggested preliminary estimates might have been overblown by politicians. Drosten said the new strain might not be to blame for rising cases in England. And it reads: a top German virologist heavily played down fears about Britain's mutant virus strain today, saying he was not so worried and questioning Boris Johnson's claims that it is 70% more infectious. And Christian Drosten said the 70% figure was simply called that, suggesting the preliminary scientific estimates might have been overblown by politicians. I wonder whether a scientist gave an estimate, perhaps asked what he would say if he had to give a figure, and then it takes on a life of its own. Then it enters politics, and politicians use this figure, and the media takes it up. Justin said. Suddenly, there's a figure out there, 70%, and nobody even knows what it means, he told Deutschlandfunk Radio. The fact that top politicians are reciting scientific content to the media, saying that there has been a mutation and that cases are growing by this and that much here and there, that's unusual. Okay, and right now you actually have is a professional, somebody that is recognized, as it says here, it is a top German virologist, okay? So you know that he's recognized in his school system, he's recognized in his school system as an expert in this matter. And he's telling you that, that this that this new infection, this mutated infection is being blown out of proportion. We expected this to happen. We already knew, we already saw the men of Great Millstone, the elders and the apostles. We've been telling you that there's going to be a second wave. There's going to be a second wave. We've been telling you that he is not just going to sit back and let this, and let this 19 and let this infection continue as it is. And they're going to improve on it, and they're going to make it even more infectious, especially targets you Israelites, that is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this is what we've been this is what we've been expecting to happen from when this infection first came out. You see the media, all it talks about. Even now, if you go and tune into CNN, and I can promise you that they're talking about this infection, they're talking about the C19, they're talking about the vaccine. That's the only thing that you see on CNN, and you see the exact same thing when this chip gets rolled out. The only thing that will be on the news is the chip, the chip, the chip. You know, which is basically what you are seeing right now. The Most High is giving you a demonstration of how it will be when he finally brings out this RFID microchip, when he finally brings out this mark of the beast. Okay, and why? The reason why I just brought out this lesson because you see what is going on right now. He's pushing that fear. He's trying to cause. He's trying to basically use fear, use terror, use scare tactics to make people want to take the vaccine by telling you that there's a more dangerous version the more dangerous mutated version of the infection, and telling you that, and so now you want to take the vaccine. It's telling you that people are dying from it now. Bring that in the news. Refreshing the whole, refreshing what happened. In the first quarter of this year, which is basically celebrities. Any celebrities, all kinds of people just getting infected and dying from this infection. You'll be seeing it everywhere because rumors and alleged and hospitals being allegedly filled up. All right, thousands upon thousands of people dying every day, even though you don't know anybody personally that has actually fallen ill. Talk less of died from this infection. Okay, so he's just trying to push that scare tactics, that media, his witchcraft. It's the strongest witchcraft because if you go into the world's media, all just means is an intermediary, a middleman. Okay, that pushes. And what is his media is a middleman that pushes information, that pushes his agenda, straight from the mouth of the elites onto the public, because that is all they do. The media not giving you news, not giving you information. All it is doing is pushing all kinds of ideas and spirits, all kinds of spells on you people out here in order for you to fall into it. Basically, these are the enchanters, the soothsayers, the monthly prognosticators that the scriptures are talking about. Are these media people, these news anchors? Okay, all these news anchors, these celebrities out that people have put so much of their stake into. These are the sorcerers, the witches, the spirit, which is the people that speak to familiar spirits that the scriptures talk about. Right, so basically, I just wanted to get a few precepts concerning this whole situation, because I was bringing that just shows you how much this devil lies on a constantly. Because first of all, they tell you that there's an infection that's coming out, it's killing millions upon millions of people. It's filling hospitals, or all kinds of people are getting infected. But if you go to the hospitals are empty. The infection has it doesn't even have up to a 1% mortality rate. More people, and And most of the people that are infected by it, they don't even show symptoms. They just simply have it in their system. Okay, then next it brings out a vaccine, but the vaccine can't actually cure you. Okay, it can't get the COVID out of your system. Okay, it can't get the infections, I should say, out of your system. If you can still infect people, you are still at risk. You are still a risk, and you are still at risk for infection. In fact, that vaccine is even more dangerous than the actual disease that you're trying to protect you from. So the first picture I want to get is in the book of Job. The book of Job, I know what I'm going to get, 13 verse 4, because this has been coming out, ever since that C-19 has, became a pandemic. All right, so this is the book of Job 13 verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. And that's exactly what you see with this devil, man. The only thing that they have is their lies, and of course, physicians of no value, because because what you see, all the medicines that they have made, the vaccine, okay, even the normal medicine that they use, even their healthcare, you see that it is of no value, it does not profit, it's more lean towards destruction than actually building up the body. Okay, because because even the scriptures tell you that, the herbs are for the healing, but he has completely thrown away the herbs and basically giving you chemicals, witches brew once again, telling you that this can heal you, but all it's doing is destroying your body even more and more. That's why you see people getting sick constantly. That's why you see people being born so weak. That's why you see people being born with all kinds of complications. They are born with all kinds of complications. When they grow old, they have all kinds of complications, and you see just double upon double, more upon more of these kind of things. And but he would tell you, Esau will tell you that as living in a modern society, they are more healthier than those that were in the past, those that were in the ancient world. Start giving you excuses, start telling you about things that did not happen in the past. Once again, his lies, okay? And then of course, his bad medicine. Because what we don't have on this side, we don't have any physicians, we have doctors. And if you go into the root meaning of that word doctors, it just means a falsifier. Okay, a forger, which is why the scriptures once again, Job 13 verse 4, you are forgers of lies. You are all physicians of no value. Because that's what he does. He lies. Okay, he lies, he lies, he lies. That is his MO right there. He is a liar. That's why we call him a devil. Going into the word devil. Let me get that. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, I was supposed to use the etim. I don't think the word devil is actually used. Okay, it actually is. Okay, let me go to that. What I was thinking of was demon. The word devil actually used in the scriptures. Let me jump to that. And I actually a piece that I want to use. I believe that is in the book of John. Let me go. Let me just type it up a little bit more. Yeah, here it is. The book of John 8 verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father he will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And this is speaking 100% of Esau Edom, okay? And all of the while, people that follow this devil, that serve under him, that learn his ways. As the scripture says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbors, but the way of the wicked, the way of Esau has seduced them. So all of you that has decided to study under Esau and become his children, learn his way, take his maxim, take his, take his false wine, get drunk on that, get drunk on this devil, on this devil's wickedness. Anyway, that's not what this lesson is going to be about. So let me just get the letter for the word devil. Because this is why we call you devils, the devil, okay? Because we already know what all you do. And this is it right here, Diablos. Let me so I can get that in audio.
Strong's G1228. Diabolos. Diabolos.
So that's it, the Diabolos. And this is the definition of the word. Prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. A calumniator, false accuser, slanderer. Okay, applied to a man who by opposing the cause of God may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. So in all these things, you don't see a single place where it tells you about the spiritual demon Satan, or it tells you about Lucifer that fell down from heaven. This is the definition of the word Diablos. It all applies to human beings. So also this doctrine that you have, which is another one of his, which is more proof that he is the devil, because that whole devil being a fallen angel. Where did you get that doctrine from? Okay, it wasn't from the scriptures, right? It wasn't from a revelation from the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It was from this devil himself, showing you once again lies, more and more lies. He is the forger of lies. He is the father of lies. Okay, that's all this lesson is about. Because the men of Great Millstone, the men of the Hebrew Israelites, the men of One West, the men of Great Millstone have been exposing these devil's lies consistently, and what's more, we are still exposing these lies. But only those that have ears to hear will heed. But this devil, this is all he can do. Okay, so now let me get to another. There's the next precept. I'm going to go to the book of Psalms 58. Alright, Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay, I'm right back at it, because this is what the focus of this lesson is going to be. Is lies. Because right, what we're talking about is that, because what is what or I should say that what's you should expect from this devil. This is what you should expect from E, because he cannot. Okay, this is all he can do. He doesn't have a righteous bone in his body. He is the because he is the wicked. He can only do wickedness. Okay, even the scriptures goes into that. I can he can either, that this he does not sleep. Okay, until he causes somebody to, either because he causes somebody to go astray, or until he has performed some form of wickedness. This is all that he has. So let me go and get that. All right, the book of Jeremiah 13 verse 23. Book of Jeremiah 13 verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Alright, and scriptures will constantly tell you that and scriptures also see that in a potter's house, that there are vessels that are made for goodly things, and there are vessels that are also made for, and let me get that. In a potter's house there are many vessels, because I don't want to butcher that precept. That is in the New Testament. So I can also find that. New Testament. Yeah, it is. It's in the book of Timothy. Book of Second Timothy chapter 2. Second Timothy chapter 2 verse 20. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. Okay, so all you Israelites out here that think that Esau can be saved or Esau can be forgiven, it is not possible. Okay, going into the book of Hebrews, he found no place of repentance, though he started carefully with tears. And starting from the beginning, it says that what let there not be any fornicator or profane person in Israel, as Esau is. Let there not be anybody that as the scripture says, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers, be not unequally yoked with sinners. Okay, so the scriptures warn you not to be as Esau is, because Esau will get no mercy, because he is not, because he was not created for mercy, he was created for destruction. And because and because he is the devil, because he is the wicked on this side, because he is the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction, there is no good thing in him. Okay, there is no good part of him. He's completely unclean, as he's completely profane outside of the temple, outside of this truth, this wisdom, this knowledge and understanding, and he cannot come into it. Okay, he cannot find any place of repentance, because he is the devil, a false accuser, and he's a liar. And you see, you can clearly see it plain as day in everything that he does. He cannot go without seeing, as it just says, that as soon as he is born, he speaks lies. He cannot go without speaking lies. This devil has. When has he ever told you the truth? When has he ever come out honestly and said anything and giving you the truth without mixing it with a lie? Okay, without adding his own special doctrine into it that is just false. When have you ever had to go through anything that Esau has brought out without having to pick out the meat from the bones, without having to use the scripture, use them, the understanding which have been given from the scriptures to break out, to separate facts from fiction. Alright, so let me just end it there. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalawam.